Okay, so I am, let me try to see now. I am in my office, y'all. Again, it's still in transformation. Hopefully, I will have it done soon. But hi, say hello, everyone. Let me know that you are here. And I am excited to have you here with me. Say hello so I can show that you are ready to go with me. I am, let me see, I'm checking my comments, make sure everything is starting to look like it is. I am sporting my Illinois t-shirt today. It is 95 degrees today. It is so hot. So I opted for t-shirts, and you can't see this. I have on shorts. Hey, Pam. How are you? So glad to have you. Woo! So I am so excited to have everybody with me. Hey, Tony, what's going on? There's my buddy. How are you and the wife? I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Tell the family I said hello. So glad to have you with me on today. Okay, I am excited like never before. We have had a crazy last couple of weeks, to say the least. So I am just like, whoo, trying to, go Illini, I-L-L-I-N-I. Every time I see someone from Illinois, that's what we do. So yes, I am representing today. And it is hot. And you know it too, Tony. You out here too. It is hot. But I am so excited to have you all on. Thank you so much. And as I always ask you all to do for me is to share the broadcast so your audience can come on as well as I talk about my great topic for today. And let me go here as I get all of my bearings together. And of course, I always want to start out with basically telling you all who I am, but I would love for you all to share the broadcast so we can get more people on the show, because I want to share this great information with you that I prepared about post-COVID. What do we do? You know, because everything is starting to open up and I really want to talk about that. So let's see, let me go back, go here. Where is this here? Okay, where is my new topic? I just typed up all this stuff and I cannot find it. What in the world? Let's see. Where's my topic? Okay, so as I try to find out where my topic went, I'm telling y'all, I just had my topic and now I cannot find it. What in the world? But y'all share the broadcast for me as I do that. Let's see. Oh, come on, people. Okay, but anyway, we're going to roll with this. Anyway, welcome to the Job Search Made Easy and Job Search and Career Management Made Easy show. I am Nickquolette Barrett, your hostess with the mostest, and also known as the Get Hired Strategist. I am the CEO and founder of iRock Development Solutions, doing business as iRock Resumes. And I'm so excited for you all to join me on today as I share my topic, which is all about, hey, Nairobi, thanks for joining. Oh, you say, Tony, she said, what she said? She was the one that said, go Illini. Oh, okay. Awesome. Go Illini. That's right. So I am so excited to have you all with me on today. And today, let me see. Today's episode is, let's see. Today's show is sponsored by my book, Your Hire 10 Tips to Rock Out Your Resume and Land an Interview. And it's also inspired by my job landing package, which is called the I Elevate package, which is one of my most robust packages that helps you with your resume, your LinkedIn, your career highlights letter, as well as your interview prep. So that's one of my most branded and most popular job landing packages. And I would love for you to go out to the website, iRockResumes.com, to learn more about that. And today's show, let me stop that ticker again, is all about post-COVID. Competition will be fierce. And you have to be ready when everything opens back up. And so that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to talk about, here's what you really need to stand out from the competition. So, but before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break and do my intro video. So I will be, let me go back here. I will be right back. All right, and I'm back. Okay, now today's topic again is about post COVID-19. How you, what you must do to really be ready when everything starts to open up post COVID-19. So, one of the things that I really wanted to talk to you all about is that yes, things are opening up. Things are opening up slowly, but they're going to be opening up for surely. And guess what's going to happen? They are going to be looking for top talent just like you in order to hire back. Yes, a lot of people unfortunately lost their jobs and they unfortunately were furloughed during this time. But companies are going to need to get back to business. And yes, they had to do things in order to save the business overall. And so therefore they had to reduce staff or what have you in order to stay afloat. So, which was an unfortunate thing, seeing that this pandemic hit us so unexpectedly and really interrupted our lives. I mean, holistically our lives. Now it's time to figure out, okay, so what am I going to do? What now that things are opening back up, businesses are slowly coming back on the scene. What do I need to do to really position myself to compete against the competition? Because yes, I know we've heard the word unprecedented over and over and over again, and that word has been utilized, but it's really true. This is unprecedented times. We haven't seen unemployment this high. We haven't seen companies have to scramble about what to do with their operations and allowing employees to work from home. There are so many different things that occurred that we just never really thought about. And I've even heard of, I've read I think either a podcast or I read something where they were saying that we were actually pushed ahead 2 to 3 years faster with all of the technology and automation in major corporations. Now, the corporation I work for has been a little while in building that up, but we were thrust into it and utilizing it much more rapidly because of the pandemic. And so, with that, so what do you do when a lot of organizations are rethinking how they're going to hire? Again, video interviewing. We talked about interviewing all last month. This month is all about what you really need to do to position yourself to not, what you need basically more than just a resume to position yourself to compete outside of just a resume. And one of the things that they're doing too, they're looking at, okay, well, if we're hiring different, what types of positions do we actually need now? So they're actually probably thinking about, okay, restructuring the job descriptions. And then, you know what? It's not just about the employers, but it's also about what you're thinking about as well. What are you thinking about? Since if you've had an unfortunate opportunity to be laid off, furloughed, or what have you, and think of it from a perspective of what new renewed sense do I have to really think about what do I really want to do with my next? What kind of opportunity do I want to do next? I'm working with a client right now who's a former principal, 25 years in the education industry, and said, you know what, I really want to do something else. Now that I have this opportunity to look for something different, I really want to utilize my skills. I enjoy so much working with young people and helping them get ready, for college. And he was telling me about all of his successes. And as I'm doing my detailed consultation, which one of the things I always, as far as IROC is concerned, that's one of the things that makes us different. We do a detailed consultation as opposed to having a lot of forms filled out. As I'm going through the consultation with him, I heard something that, piqued my interest. He talked about his love for cars and how he, just I thought about doing this, I thought about doing that. And the fact that every time he talked about cars, his heart lit up. And I'm like, okay. And then he said, well, I don't want to be on the side of, selling cars because I don't want my income tied to the potential of making a sale. Now, I can sell anything, but that's not what I really want to do. I said, you know what? You don't have to. You have the gift of being able to sell ideas and thoughts. Now, had you thought about that? Maybe in the car industry, you can work on the corporate side and sell your thoughts and your ideas. And there's a strategy to do that. He said, oh, that's a good idea. So we talked about the potential of him looking at his career doing something like in career recruitment, recruiting college students into the actual car industry because they need engineers, they need marketing professionals, they need salespeople, right? They need operations. They still need great employees. And because he already has this wealth of connections with universities, getting so many children into universities, he has it built in. And guess what? That is his edge against the competition. And you can't get that from forums. You get that from a detailed conversation and detailed consultation that I do with you to actually hear things that I can't hear in reading a piece of paper. Now, forums are okay. Some people can do that, but not me. My motto, our motto is land the job of your dreams and create a career that rocks. Our whole mission is to change you from a job applicant to become a job candidate so that you can land your dream job, not just a job. Because guess what happens when you get just a job? Then you're thinking about, oh, I really don't want to wake up in the morning on Monday and go to that job. So when he spoke about that, I said, when you spoke to me about that, your heart leaps. And he's like, yeah, I never really thought about that. I say, yeah, because what for me and what I do career stuff, my heart, I'm doing what I'm meant to do. And that's what I believe for you all. And that's why you have to separate yourself from the competition. Let me tell you who your competition is going to be. First of all, I applaud you for being here with me, just to hear what I'm going to say. That's already a step above, right? So your competition are going to be those people who are do-it-yourselfers, the DIYers, right? DIYers, right? They want to go out, create their own resume. They're going to take their job description. They're going to plop it into the format of a resume from Word, and then they're going to submit it. And they're going to submit it to every job they are thinking that they are good for. So it's almost like taking a target and throwing the targets at the trying to get at the bullseye, just throwing all kinds of darts, not targets, darts. But anyway, throwing the darts at a board and missing because they're doing it themselves. So when you do it yourself, you elongate your time in looking for a job because you don't have the background of an actual career coach. You don't have the background of a strategist. You don't know what words that you should use. And I don't care how many YouTube videos you watch, it's still not getting to the essence of who you are. And so therefore, just by you being here and listening to this, you're already a step ahead because I just told you a nugget, right? Do not take your job listing that your employer has given you and plop it in the format of a resume and say, I'm going to get a job. That's not how it's done because you're not really looking to, you're going to get probably a job. I don't know what kind of job. You probably won't get the hits that you're wanting. So it's about having a strategy that's tailored and unique to you. And that's what iRock does in the whole job landing packages that we offer. We tailor it to you and not just taking anything in. And even those resume writing meals say, well, I can get it here for $97. Well, you get what you pay for. So all they do is take your information that you've already plopped into an actual Word format and they make it look pretty. Now, pretty resumes don't get you jobs. Content gets you jobs. The appealing resumes help catch the recruiters and the hiring managers' eye, so they can stop saying, oh, let me read this one. But if you don't have the content, guess what? They'll still put it to the side and put it in the do not call or the trash pile. That's the same thing as a book. You want to make sure that the book has an attractive cover. If you've ever browsed a record store, okay, I'm dating myself. Let me go to a bookstore. Bookstore, you're going to look for the cover. That's why so many people invest so much into the book cover because it's all about marketing, how it's going to catch the eye in order for somebody to break open it, to look at it and see if this is something that they're interested in purchasing and reading more about. The same goes with your resume. Catch the attention by the layout and maybe a pop of color here or there, but also the content is what's going to keep them. Now, if you are not creating a career story, then you're going to not necessarily land the interviews that you want because, again, that is the reason you create a great resume. It's a land an interview. And if you can rock out your interview, then you can land the job. So I said all of that to get to, all right. I feel like I really wanted to give my ES. Oh, okay, Nairobi. And you can actually do that too. So please do that. Hey, oh, thank you, Miss Valerie. Thank you so much. I'm so glad this is great information. Oh, look. Hey, boss man. This is my boss, y'all. Hey, Brian. This is my boss. Boss man, boss man, boss man. Yeah, he knows what me and my, dance and stuff. I won't do that today, Brian. But yeah, go blue. Yay. Thank you so much for being on here with me. But yeah, so I really want you all to really think about what you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up some of my points. Now, my first point is you must have a targeted resume. Now, what do I mean by targeted resume? Again, you cannot have a resume that's so general that it really won't target any job you're looking for. I've had people ask me, well, can you write me a general resume so that I can use it for different things? I say no. And those are the clients I don't work with. I cannot write a general resume and knowing that my product will not allow you to get the interview that you really want for the job of your dreams. So a targeted resume is geared toward the actual job that you want, speaking the same language so that the employer or the hiring manager or recruiter basically knows that you could be a possible fit for it. So you want your resume to get into the call pile. I want to call you. So therefore, if it's not targeted, you're going to be just like everybody else. You're not going to be ready for the competition. And again, the competition is going to be stiff. So you want to separate yourself by making sure that you are having a targeted resume. That's number one. Please make sure your resume speaks toward the industry and or the job that you're looking for. Not a resume that's a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And I think you all need to watch one of my videos that I talked about before. I actually had a person submit to me their resume, and in it said a jack of all trades. And I'm like, okay, but you put down everything in the world that you could do that you want to do. I want to work in the railroad. I want to work in an airline. I want to work in a corporation. I got this skill. So they listed everything they can possibly do. And they were wondering, well, my resume, I can't even get an interview. Well, because you're trying to talk to too many people and it's confusing. And if it's confusing, no one is really taking you seriously. That's why it has to be targeted. Yes, you're going to have to put some work into it. It has to be targeted. Okay, so that's the first thing. You must have a targeted resume in order to compete effectively. Number two, you must have a targeted LinkedIn profile. Now, resume is great, but you know everybody's on LinkedIn. So you have to make sure that you have a LinkedIn profile that is just as targeted as your resume. Now, I've had some people say, well, I don't know exactly what I want. So therefore my profile, my LinkedIn profile can speak to a lot of things. But I'm telling you, if you are zero in on getting a job, guess what? Your LinkedIn profile can be updated at any time. Right now, you have to have it targeted. It needs to speak to the robots, the bots that are pulling the content from your LinkedIn. So therefore, you can always change it later on down the line, or there's a strategy that I work with my clients on how to be able to overcome that. But just for this purpose, you have to think about, what do I really want? What am I targeting? What kind of job am I targeting instead of trying to do everything? Because you can't do everything. So yes, they working together is going to be very beneficial. So you need a great resume, and you need a great LinkedIn that complements each other, because both of those together makes your job search so much stronger. Okay, so think about them hand in hand, not separate, but hand in hand. They must work together. So having just a resume is not always going to assist you. It'll get you started, but it won't really reduce your job search time. And that's what our whole goal is to reduce down your time and not elongate your time. So you should be able to land an actual interview within 30 days and most 60 days with a great targeted resume and a LinkedIn profile. If your resume and LinkedIn profile is not doing that, then we have to talk about what else do we need to do. Okay. So if you're doing it, the do-it-yourselfers and me. Okay. So that means you probably need some assistance to be able to have the proper words in order to make sure that it's targeted for you. So those are the two things. The next thing, you must have mad interviewing skills. Because I think, you can get in the door with a great resume and LinkedIn, but what are you going to say when you get there? Are you able to articulate your skill set and what you bring to the table in an appropriate manner so that they can see you in that role? You will need coaching to do that. How do you frame what you're saying? Do you even know your resume? I tell my clients all the time, Make sure you know your resume. Don't just, it looks great, it sounds great, but you must know it as well. So we make sure that you know your resume. And then go on to the next step. How do you sell yourself? A lot of people, I don't want to be in sales. No. Guess what? You are in essence, you are in sales. You have to market, brand, and sell yourself across the table to that employer by making sure that you are highlighting your skills, your abilities, and what you can bring to the table. That's right now, competition is an edge against everybody else who will give you a leg up. Okay, so speaking about the principal I'm working with, right? He has a whole lot of experience in helping kids to get to college. That's valuable to the corporation on that side, right? So you're going from the, I guess, the nonprofit to the profit, right? To say, this is what I can bring to the table. I've done it in the past. This makes me a better candidate for this position to get the talent that you need, because I get them to the colleges. And guess what? I know President so-and-so, I know so-and-so, and I know so-and-so, so-and-so. So therefore, that's going to be valuable. And he can work with cars that he loves. It's a win-win. He's a car guy. He loves it. So that's what I'm talking about. Now you have something to talk about, your passion, and then you could talk about your skill set. And you have to be able to have a way to do that. And coaching brings that out of you so you can say, oh, I never thought about that perspective. That's right. Didn't think about that. This is how you need to say it. And if you have not been following, yes, I won. I won. Yes, I won. Yes, I won. I won an honorable mention from the Career Directors International for my iRockStar interviewing method. I competed with my peers in the career industry internationally, and I won an honorable mention. And that is huge. And yes, I have it in the book. If you go to iRockResumes.com/books, you will be able to purchase either the ebook version or the paperback version. If you purchase a paperback version direct from me, I just sign it for you and mail it to you. So do that and learn that method. I poured everything into that book. If you don't want to do the actual individual coaching for me, at least learn the method, and that will help you. So these are the tips that I really wanted to share with you to make sure that you are ready to compete. Again, organizations are opening up and they're looking for great talent just like you. And if you have been furloughed or unfortunately laid off, you have precious opportunity to do over, to really think about what it is that you really, really want. How do you want to spend your work time? And then, like I told the person the other day, I said, I'm at the age that I get to decide what I want to do, how I want to do it, where I want to do it, and when. Because you get to that place of, you know what, I am happy doing X, Y, and Z. And sometimes you have to create your own happiness in doing that. And that's okay. So therefore, you have to really think about, what do I want to do and how do I want to compete? Or do I just want to be like everybody else? You don't want to be like everybody else. If you agree with me, give me some love. I want to see some hearts and all that kind of stuff. Share this information, thumbs, all of that kind of stuff. I want you to agree with me. It's about your livelihood, and you have to get up and face another day. You're working around in an environment that you need to be happy with. And if you're not positioning yourself to compete for the job that is your dream job, then why even get out there and go to work? You have to have that perspective, and you can do that. Let me see. All right, James said, oh, excellent, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Tony. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you, Brian, for supporting. That's my boss, y'all. That's my boss. He said, way to go. Well, I really hope that this really helps you all. I really want this to be helpful for you all, because I really am passionate about how you can land the job of your dreams and create a career that rocks, and go from being a job applicant to be a job candidate. You put too much time in it to not be able to maximize it. Oh, Val, I'm so glad, girl. I got to come see y'all one of these days when we're not in this COVID stuff, okay? I would love to see y'all. So I want you all, I hope this was helpful. Again, share this information and let me know what I can do to help you. Me and my team stand ready. We're at irockresumes.com. You can email us at irockresumes.com. Take a look around. I've updated a lot of stuff on the website so it's more streamlined. And guess what? It's more automated too. AI is big. Those bots are working. So go out there and take a look at that. And also get the books. I mean, I have a resume writing book and an interview prep book. If you say, you know what, I can't do the packages right now and get that one-on-one attention, those books are there to help you. So go ahead and get those. And if you need me, just reach out. We are ready. Are you still on here, Pam? Pam, we are ready to assist you in any way that we can. So before I let you all go, are there any questions that I can answer before I let you all go? Any questions? All right. So next week's topic is all about, let's see. Okay, next week's topic, it goes in line with this one. Again, our theme this month is all about why a resume is not enough. Just a resume is not enough. So this is the topic next week is, do I need various resumes for my job search? And if so, why? So let's talk about that, because I get that question all the time. Do I need multiple versions? And I can answer that next week, okay? So join me next week, same time, same place, 6:45 for the Job Search and Career Management Made Easy show. I always enjoy being your hostess with the mostest on this. And join my mailing list at irockresumes.com. You get a free download. I'm busting the one-page resume myth, because that's another thing. People think they're supposed to have 30 years and put it in one resume. No. I always say it all depends. But look at that, get that free download and join our mailing list so you can get all the information on what we're doing at iRock and how we can help you advance your career skills. All right, let's see. Hey, oh, thanks, Shalea. Hey, Shalea. Thanks, Brian. You make it a great evening as well. Tell your wife I said hello. Okay, I am going to end. I will see you all next week. And thank you so much for joining me.